On a small island in the Atlantic Ocean, far from the bright lights of Europe's biggest stadiums, a skinny boy chased a ball across uneven streets with a dream that felt impossibly large. Madeira wasn't supposed to produce global icons. It wasn't supposed to shape one of the greatest athletes the world would ever see. But Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro didn't grow up thinking about probabilities. He grew up thinking about escape. About proving that geography doesn't limit destiny. About turning hunger into fuel. This is not just the story of trophies and records. This is the untold rise, from Madeira to immortality. Life in Madeira was simple, and it wasn't easy. Ronaldo's family didn't have wealth or luxury. His father worked as a kit man. His mother carried the weight of keeping the household together. Resources were limited, but belief was not. From a young age, Ronaldo's relationship with the ball was obsessive. While other children played for fun, he played with purpose. He didn't just want to win neighborhood matches, he wanted to dominate them. Losing hurt him deeply, even as a child. That fire, that refusal to accept second place, was visible long before the world knew his name. At Nacional, a local club in Madeira, his talent began to attract attention. Coaches saw speed, flair, confidence beyond his years. But talent in a small island can only go so far. At 12 years old, Ronaldo made a decision that would shape his life forever. He left his family behind and moved to Lisbon to join Sporting CP's academy. Imagine that, 12 years old, alone, away from home, chasing a dream that most would consider unrealistic. The loneliness hit hard, he cried at night, he missed his mother, but quitting was never an option. Because for Ronaldo, football wasn't just a game, it was the only path forward. At Sporting, the competition was intense. Every player was talented, every training session was a test. But Ronaldo didn't just compete, he outworked. He trained harder, ran faster, practiced longer. His body was still developing, but his mindset was already elite. Coaches noticed something different about him. He didn't fear older players. He challenged them, he demanded the ball, he demanded responsibility. By 16, he was training with the first team. By 17, he made his professional debut. And it didn't take long for Europe to start whispering his name. Then came the night that changed everything, a friendly match between Sporting and Manchester United. Ronaldo tore through United's defense with fearless dribbles and explosive speed. United's players were so impressed they urged Sir Alex Ferguson to sign him immediately. Within days, the transfer was complete. Moving to Manchester United was stepping into a different universe. The Premier League was faster, more physical, more unforgiving. At first, Ronaldo dazzled with stepovers and tricks, but critics questioned his efficiency. Too flashy, not enough end product, but criticism has always been gasoline for him. Instead of arguing, he trained. Instead of complaining, he improved. He built muscle, he sharpened his shooting, he studied movement. Sir Alex Ferguson became a mentor, guiding his raw ability into structured dominance. The transformation was dramatic. The skinny winger became a powerful attacker. The entertainer became a match winner. By the 2007-08 season, Ronaldo was unstoppable. Goals poured in from everywhere, long-range strikes, towering headers, free kicks that defied physics. He scored 42 goals that season and led Manchester United to Premier League and Champions League glory. When he lifted his first Ballon d'Or, it wasn't just an individual award. It was confirmation that the boy from Madeira had arrived on the world stage. But Ronaldo didn't want to arrive, he wanted to reign. In 2009, he made a record-breaking move to Real Madrid. The pressure was unimaginable. The transfer fee alone created headlines across the globe. At Real Madrid, expectations aren't high, they are absolute. Win or be questioned, dominate or be doubted. And yet, Ronaldo thrived in that environment. Season after season, he shattered scoring records. 40 goals became routine. Then 50, then 60. He didn't just score, he decided matches. Champions League knockout rounds became his personal stage. Hat tricks against Europe's elite. Goals in finals. Moments that defined seasons. His rivalry era elevated football to new heights, pushing him to levels of performance that seemed superhuman. But what made his rise untold isn't just the statistics. It's the sacrifices, the unseen hours, the strict diets, the relentless gym sessions. Ronaldo understood something critical. Talent might start the journey, but discipline sustains it. He optimized his body like an engineer fine-tuning a machine. Recovery sessions were taken seriously. Sleep schedules were precise. Nutrition was calculated. He removed distractions. He treated football like science. While many players peak and decline, Ronaldo adapted. As explosive pace slightly reduced, positional intelligence increased. He became more clinical, more efficient. He conserved energy and struck at the perfect moment. Reinvention became his secret weapon. Internationally, the weight of expectation was immense. Portugal had talented squads but lacked major trophies. Ronaldo carried the nation's hopes every tournament. Criticism followed every setback. But in 2016, everything changed. Portugal won the European Championship. Even when injury forced him off the pitch in the final, he refused to disconnect. He coached from the sidelines, emotionally invested in every pass. When the final whistle blew, tears flowed. Not just from victory, but from validation. His move to Juventus proved his greatness wasn't league-specific. Italy's tactical discipline didn't stop him. He adapted again. Goals came. Records followed. The pattern remained constant. New challenge, same excellence. And then came the years when most players retire quietly. Ronaldo refused. Even in his late 30s, he maintained elite physical condition. Sprint speed still competitive. Vertical leaps still astonishing. Body fat levels incredibly low. Younger defenders found themselves struggling against a man twice their professional age. The narrative shifted from rivalry debates to admiration of longevity. What truly separates Ronaldo's rise is mindset. He never allowed comfort to soften him. Even after winning everything, he trained like he had nothing. That hunger, that refusal to settle, is rare. It's easy to celebrate once you reach the top. It's harder to stay there. Ronaldo chose the harder path. From Madeira's narrow streets to the Santiago Bernabeu's roaring crowds. From a lonely 12-year-old in Lisbon to a global icon with millions chanting his name. The journey wasn't smooth. There were critics, doubters, moments of frustration, tears after losses, missed penalties, painful defeats. But each setback strengthened him. Immortality in football isn't about never failing. It's about responding. And Ronaldo responded every time. With goals, with performances, with leadership. Today, his legacy stretches beyond trophies. Young athletes study his preparation methods. His professionalism redefined standards. Coaches reference his discipline when motivating players. He didn't just win, he influenced. From Madeira to immortality is not a fairy tale. It's a blueprint built on obsession, sacrifice, reinvention, relentless belief. When historians analyze his career decades from now, they won't just count goals. They'll study sustainability. They'll analyze how one player maintained elite output across different leagues, generations, and tactical evolutions. Because Cristiano Ronaldo's rise wasn't accidental. It was engineered. Day by day, season by season, choice by choice. He turned doubt into drive. Distance into determination. Criticism into correction. He refused to let origin define outcome. And that's why his story resonates far beyond football. Because it proves something universal. Where you start does not dictate where you finish. From a small island in the Atlantic, to stadiums shaking under his name, to records that may never be broken, Cristiano Ronaldo didn't just rise. He ascended into immortality.